Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking for some Archangel Michael guidance. I have angel cards here already drawn for you and angels, beautiful crystal angels, to help to guide you into whichever reading or readings are speaking to you, helping you to choose the right pile. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel if you are returning, welcome if you're new. Let's ask Archangel Michael for a message that you need to hear right now. Let's ask for guidance, advice, and see what comes through for you today. So let's look at these cards in more detail for you. So pile 1, your significator card is card number 10, the Angel of Dreams. And this is sitting with the beautiful, very beautiful green aventurine angel. So this is pile 1. This is what your angel is looking like. Pile 2, we have the Angel of Balance. Card number 2 for pile number 2. The Angel of Balance. This is what your card is looking like. And we also have the Cherry Quartz Angel. Very beautiful. So this is for pile 2. And pile 3, we have card number 8, Angel of Decisions. This is card number 8. And this is sitting with the Snowflake Obsidian Angel. Very beautiful energy. Okay, so beautiful souls, I am going to leave the camera running for a few moments longer in case you need a little bit more time. The timestamps, obviously, as always, are below, so you can go straight through to whichever reading or readings are speaking to you. Trust your intuition. If you're not sure, just give yourself a little bit of time. Just get centered, meditate into the energy, and see which of the cards or angels is really, really singing to you. Beautiful souls, I will see you in a moment in the readings. Welcome, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. We're drawing Archangel Michael cards first from more than one Archangel Michael pack, actually, as well. I'm going to use 2 different Archangel Michael packs. And I'm seeing this and also this. So lots of Archangel Michael cards, and we also have tarot cards as well. I'm also going to draw from this pack too. If you are interested in the cards, beautiful souls, that I'm using, I always list them in the description box below for you, so you can always check in on them if you want to find out a little bit more about them or know which ones they are. Okay, so you have as your significator card, you have card number 10, the Angel of Dreams. Now this has a very interesting energy, actually. It feels as if you are being very protected right now. Perhaps your dreams are being protected. You also have secret temptation. Okay. What is this about? This is very interesting. We have open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others. Let love heal the situation. Your vibration is rising. This is a great time of spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. We have angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. This is very interesting because green aventurine is a very healing energy. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. This is Archangel Michael. Okay, take your time making this decision. Focus upon divine and perfect health. And believe and trust. I feel as though I'm looking at, in your reading, I'm looking very much at a here and now energy, and then kind of how to sort of navigate this. Secret temptation. No one is perfect. I think you're facing a dilemma of some sort, beautiful souls. I think there is a choice potentially in front of you. And I think quite genuinely you're actually not sure what to do. And I'm not having clarity as to whether there is a clear right or wrong almost within this, which is interesting. But I do feel you are being faced with, it's quite life-changing, this decision. So take your time. Now, absolutely off the bat, your vibration is rising, and it may be because your vibration is rising, excuse me, that for some of you, I think a circumstance or a situation or a relationship is probably not really right for you anymore. And I think there is an alternative in front of you. But I also feel you're quite torn about it. Now, if this is not resonating with you, this may not be the right reading for you. Okay? Because it feels sort of quite specific in terms of the actual circumstances. You know, there is an alternative. There's something else that's being shown to you. And I think you just know that a circumstance that you're in, it basically can't stay the same. Something has to grow. And I think the dilemma for you is, do you kind of move on and embrace the opportunity that is in front of you wholeheartedly? Or do you try to change and enhance the current situation you're in? Can you build upon it? Could it possibly change and grow? It sort of presents you with what I feel is almost like a moral dilemma. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's get some tarot cards and see what we're shown. May we please have guidance, Archangel Michael, about this current situation. We have the Son of Cups. That kind of figures. And we have the Lovers. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing this one. I'm actually going to put these to one side and look at them in a moment. Yes, okay. This is your dilemma that I'm seeing here. I think for some of you, many of you, interesting, I put it in reverse here. Now, I don't generally read cards in reverse. I don't feel I need to, but I'm just holding that in my mind. I think that's simply the dilemma that you're facing. For many of you, this is a connection with someone. It is a relationship, or there's a new relationship that changes the status quo of something. For some of you, it could literally be you're in a relationship that hasn't been going too well for perhaps quite a long time, and you had sort of settled into an acceptance of it. But it just, something has come along that's a temptation, and it's kind of, can you really stay as you are? Can you continue? You know, there is an invitation here. For others, there is an opportunity that removes you from a current situation. It is full of promise. But, you know, it means leaving something behind. And I think this is your dilemma. It would be like for some of you, if you're in a situation where you are, perhaps, you know, like let's say you're living at home and your family are heavily reliant upon your financial contribution. I mean, this is a very random one that's coming through, but I'll voice it. It's the energy, you know, but somehow somebody or something is reliant upon you. And, you know, you want to leave home. You've met someone, you want to set up home, but it will be really difficult. You're concerned about the difficulties that it will leave with those that you move on from. Now, angels of healing are with you. Take your time. For some of you, I do feel the energy that is facing you is a dilemma. Take your time. There is an opportunity in front of you, and I think the question is, as I said, do you stay or do you walk away? You know, what is going to bring you the greatest happiness? I think this is really, for some of you, kind of turned your world upside down a bit. Let's see what these other cards were showing us. Okay, look at this. We have the Ten of Swords. I mean, gosh, you really are. I feel like you're giving yourself a very hard time over this. But we have card number 5 here. This is the Hierophant, Pier or Pyre. I'm not sure how that is pronounced, but this is the Hierophant in a traditional pack. Okay, and we have the Ace of Coins, suggesting that there is an opportunity for a new beginning around you. It also suggests that the new beginning around you is fruitful. You know, there can be real growth that comes from this. Now, the Hierophant speaks of commitment. It's, you know, we are connected. Your higher self is speaking to you and really saying to you, look, you know, there is a way forwards. There's a fruitful outcome here. Now, I wasn't sure when we started whether this was about believing and trusting in the potential for your current situation to get better, to emerge, or for this new situation to be the right way, actually. I think I'm going to ask about both options because this is a reading that will reach many. We'll ask Archangel Michael whether this is... We'll ask about both of the options because I feel for some of you it may be perhaps about investing in what you have. I have a greater strength. It could be that there's more of you that are looking at moving away from something. I have a greater strength that seems to say the messages seem to imply here that something does need to come to an end. Let's dive in and ask Archangel Michael for further information. Okay, we'll use the Archangel Power Tarot and just see what we are shown here. 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once. We have an Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Now your vibration is rising, we know that. Be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And the Queen of Michael, you know exactly what to do. This is very, very interesting. It really is. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay. I'm actually going to say that I don't think we are being given a definitive... Some of you would be better off leaving and some of you would be better off staying. I actually think Archangel Michael is very clearly saying, take your time. It's almost as though you're being asked to step back from the passion or sense of urgency to have to make this decision. I actually think you're being advised, the guidance that's coming through here. Obviously, you have conscious free will and choice. It's up to you what you do. You know, no reading will ever tell you what to do. That's your personal choice. But I do feel your reading is suggesting, Archangel Michael is suggesting that you step back from your current situation. Let something unfold a bit. Step away from it. I think that's why we've got this 8 of Cups here. It's not telling you necessarily to walk away from your current situation. For some of you, that might be the right thing. But I think it's actually saying, step away from this. Step away so that you can just let it unfold a bit here. Bring your life back into balance. I think this current scenario has become almost like the biggest thing in your mind. It's as though this is the thing that is almost driving you. You know, that there is something that is very, very, very tempting. And I think it's really caused you to question whether you should stay as you are in some part of your life. For many, it's connected to relationship. Now, whatever that is, your reading is actually suggesting that it's like time. You know, we have the benefit of experience. Like, let time unfold a bit. Stand back from this. Try to stand back and bring yourself back into balance here. You know, just indeed, you know, just get centered. Carry on with your everyday life. You know, go to work, get centered, and sort of let this settle. Because at the moment, I think it's taking such a big priority in your mind that maybe it's quite hard to see the situation clearly. Now, it doesn't mean that this isn't a situation full of promise, and it doesn't mean that there, for some of you, it will be appropriate to walk away, and it doesn't mean that for some of you, it will be appropriate to stay and work at something, whatever that is. But you kind of need to sleep on it. You know, nothing is going to disappear or go away overnight here. Your reading is really clear, actually, pile one. Take your time with this. Literally. Step away from it. Because I think an epiphany will come to you. Something will happen that causes you to have that sort of personal breakthrough moment. The epiphany, that sort of, oh, actually, I really see this much more clearly. I know exactly what to do. I think it will come to you almost when you are in a more balanced place yourself, when you are in a more settled place yourself, that's when you are going to be able to look through a more steady lens. And the epiphany will come to you. Something is going to be shown to you that will make this choice very, very clear. And you will know it one way or the other. Whether for some of you it's that you stay and you continue to, you know, to work through something, you know, perhaps an epiphany will come where you can see that somebody is actually committed and they are prepared to work at something, or a situation can genuinely improve. Or it may be a circumstance where you really, really know that it can't, and therefore you know you must walk away. But whichever sort of side of the coin you're sitting on in terms of your personal circumstances, it's a reading to reach many. Your reading is simply saying step back, step away, and the epiphany will be shown to you. You will know. Once you are living in a place of greater balance, greater harmony, you will know exactly what you need to do. It will be so clear to you. And this is actually what your reading is saying. So I feel almost like I might be disappointing some of you by not coming up with a clear, yes, definitely do this or definitely do that. And as I said earlier, not that a reading will ever tell you to definitely do anything. You have conscious free will and choice. But in all honesty, the answer you need will be shown to you, that epiphany, that clarity, and you will know with absolute certainty exactly what you need to do. That is your reading, pile one. That is your Archangel Michael reading for today. Yeah, I feel like some of you might be itching for a bit more, but I'm not sure we'll be given it. I mean, I may just draw a couple more cards to see if we're shown something of an outcome for you. Let's use the Archangel Tower Pack, Power Pack. The Archangel, that's my shortened version. Instead of the Archangel Tarot Power Pack, this is now the Tower Pack. But how interesting that I use the Tower word. It's such a breakthrough moment. The Tower, with the Tower energy, given that that's a word that's come to mind, you know, when with the Tower energy, it's going to happen. You know, one way or the other, you know, the outcome is sort of, you know, the change is assured. I mean, if there's one thing that the Tower shows us, change is coming, you know. So, you know, it's kind of like, are you going to jump on board or are you going to resist it? Either way, the changes are coming. So what you desire in terms of change and growth is definitely coming one way or the other. What are we shown here? We have the wheel. Yeah, the wheel will turn. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. What a lovely affirmation. Yeah, I don't feel that I need to draw any more, genuinely. I don't think, I get the impression that you're not going to have to wait too long for this epiphany. The wheel is turning, the energy is there. You're rising in consciousness. So, on every level, clarity will be coming to you. Pile 1, this is your reading. If this is resonating, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way you should hopefully get every reading as soon as I post it. I'm setting up a new YouTube channel with where I'm putting my all zodiac sign readings for the month. So, keep a lookout. I'll let you know when that is, and I'll post it in the description box as soon as it is set up. At the time of doing this reading, it's not, but if you come to this a little bit later, it might be. You can always check out on the homepage of the channel to find out what's happening in the moon magic world. And beautiful souls, thank you for being here. Thank you for your sharing, your liking, your commenting, obviously for subscribing. All of these things really do help the channel. Tons and tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the beautiful cherry quartz angel and the angel of balance. I'm seeing this and this. These are your oracle cards that we are using today. We're using 2 packs that are from Archangel Michael and another pack as well. If you're interested in any of the cards, I always put them in the description box below. I list them so you can check them out. I'm actually seeing that little one there. Okay. Now, what is Archangel Michael really wanting to connect with you about today? Let's look at your cards and find out. We have spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Okay. We have you will manifest what you need. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, be a light to others. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of fears and worry. Gosh, I feel like this is actually sort of almost asking you to get out of your own way. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Okay. Detach from the situation. Spend more time outdoors. Okay. Wow. Your message from Archangel Michael is actually really interesting. I think you are finding it really hard to detach yourself from a particular situation. For most of you, it is a kind of a working area of your world. It may not be for all of you, but for most of you, it feels like it's got more of a work scenario or a work energy about it. But basically, I think you're struggling to detach from it. It's like you're getting tangled in worry and fear about it, and the tangling is kind of causing your energy to be out of balance. Archangel Michael is saying to you, look, you're going to be okay here. You'll manifest what you need. If you're worrying about money or about if enough is going to come to you, or you're just worried about whether you can find the time to sort of give to everything and everybody, well, you're really needing to stand back from this. There's so much reassurance here. Look, everything you need is going to be okay. I think this card is very important in your reading. Be a light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so others can learn from you. Really interesting. I think there is something that you are needing to focus on, but I think you're struggling to give it your full focus, basically. There's something that requires your focus. And for some of you, you are worrying about family matters. For others, you're worrying about money. What you're being asked to let go of, I think largely with the unhealthy situation, is the unhealthy situation in your mind. I think you're a bit too tangled in it. Set your heart free. Detach from the situation. Stop worrying about it. This is one of those readings. It's a bit like, when we set an intention You know, an intention is a focused thought. You know, when you say a prayer, it is a period of dedicated focused thought. If you are using meditation to assist you in manifesting, you're using a period of time where you are focusing your mind. You're emptying your mind of the clutter and the noise, but then giving your focus to the things you really desire. All of these things are ways of focusing on the positive, on what we want, whether it's prayer or intention. When you worry, it's also a focused thought. It's just that you're actually putting focused thought into the world about something you don't want rather than something you do. We all do it, so please don't give yourself a hard time. If I put my therapy hat on, when I worked with people who had raging inner critics, and we first sort of began to notice it, it was like, gosh, you're criticizing yourself again. And they would reach this point where they started to become very aware of their internal dialogue, you know, the stuff in their mind. And then they'd notice it, and then they'd criticize themselves for criticizing themselves. And it was like, we really need to do something with this, because actually the criticism is not helpful. It would be like, I'm doing it again, you know, and it's sort of like, just stop doing it. Or, you know, be kind to yourself. You know, just be kind to yourself. If there's a repetitive pattern, you know, it might take a while to shift it, but it doesn't mean you can't, you know. But being kind to yourself will assist in this and no end. The cherry quartz angel, the energy of cherry quartz, is about becoming unstuck. Anything that you're stuck in your head, in your mind, in your world, in your circumstances, energy of cherry quartz unstucks us. It's a lovely, lovely energy. Archangel Michael is really saying to you, look, there is something you should be focusing on, something that is actually important. But you're investing too much energy in worry, concern. Go outdoors, you know, even if you are indoors and you can't get out, you know, look up. Maybe spend some time with trees and do whatever you need to do to detach from the situation and to sort of just create stillness in your mind, whether you are just dropping into a place of stillness within yourself, having a 1 minute stillness break at different times through the day. If you catch yourself where your mind is racing into thoughts of frustration or fear or concern or anxiety, just try and stop yourself and not criticize yourself for it, but just bring yourself away, detach from the situation, remind yourself, actually you're being shown here, everything is okay. Focus on kind of the priority task in hand, which is something that you can do that is bringing a contribution not just to you but to others. Let's draw some tarot cards for you as well. May we please, Archangel Michael, have additional guidance for my pile twos. Okay, a whole wad of cards has come out, but I'm going to go with it. We have Malacca of Swords. Gosh, I think you have been, I think you have literally had to sort of firefight a bit in a scenario or a circumstance, and I think you've had to defend yourself, actually, some of you, literally in the world. But what's happened is that this has become a way of being. I think you're still defending yourself and you're being asked to set yourself free. And you see we have these two beautiful birds here, these two doves. But we also have two birds here. Set your heart free. Spiritual evolution. Six of Swords. Look ahead, not back. Okay. Now I did say I thought this was mostly to do with work. The Nine of Coins is absolutely honouring the fact that what you need is coming to you. In fact, I'm really kind of seeing you as being quite a lucky pile here. I'm seeing, real rewards coming to you, abundance coming to you. So I don't think if you're concerned about money or finances, I really don't think you have to worry here. Truly, this is really being shown. With the Two of Coins, we're back to balance again here. Really let yourself operate from a space of balance. Don't feel like, try not to put yourself under pressure or constantly defend against what you think may go wrong. This is all about liberating yourself from worry. We have the Two of Coins, and we have the Three of Cups, suggesting a celebration. And I mean, this is a wonderful card. This is a turning point. The threes always indicate a turning point, and this is a turning point in. I'm going to actually say in this instance, I feel this is a turning point in your vibration with the Three of Cups, because there's a relationship between the kind of stuff that we think and the way that the way that we feel, the emotions that we generate. You know, if you are worried, the more you focus on the worry, the more anxiety it will generate. And the more anxiety it generates, the more your thoughts will respond to that anxiety. And, you know, you can kind of like get into a bit of a spiral here. So detach from the situation, step away. If you are feeling defensive, and which is a fear-based emotion or a fear-based mechanism, then, you know, the more you defend, the more you are likely to potentially perceive threats, you know, round every corner, because you're on edge. You're right on you're walking that fine line where you are expecting things to go wrong. Actually, you are receiving reassurance here. There is a turning point around you, and the turning point is about shifting your energy, hence the Angel of Balance. And we couldn't have a greater affirmation with the Two of Coins. Look at the resonance coming from this balance of these drums, from the beat of her heart, of her song. Yeah, this is asking you to really hold a balanced perspective, a balanced state of mind. Doing things in your world that keep you in a space of balance so that you are focusing on the things that are looking ahead rather than looking back. Yeah, very interesting energy. Okay. Reminds me, actually, I mean, I had a sitting, it was a long time ago now, but with a very talented medium, actually, and you know, various people came through, and what was repeated, and it was very relevant to me at that moment in time, was look ahead, don't look back. You know, and I was at a significant turning point in my life and needing to put things down that had been weighing very, very heavy, and in fact had caused me to have to defend myself. But it was such a validation at the time that was a chapter that was over, and it was a turning point. And I feel that energy is really here for you today, my lovely pile twos. And you know, my heart is with you, because it's, if you reach a point, and I know from my own real experience, where you've been pushed almost into a corner where you feel you've had to defend yourself, it's a hard one to put down. You know, I really know it, I get it, I've been there, you know. Your cards are coming through readily here. These are the Archangel Power Tarot. Let's ask for more information, please, from Archangel Michael for you. Or indeed other archangels that may come through for you as well. We have the High Priestess. Oh, this is lovely. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Beautiful souls, if you find that you are still in a defensive space, funnily enough, for me, it was meditation that really turned the corner for me. I actually, for the first time in my life, made an absolute conscious effort to meditate daily. I found some guided meditations as well that were really worked. And in fact, actually it was through that I developed my own series of emotional meditations, which if you check out the homepage of the Moon Magic Tarot channel and you look at the playlists, you'll find there are some playlists of, there's one is to do with empathy, spiritual empathy, and one is to do with emotional meditations. And those meditations are very specifically put together in a way that you can release emotions from your physical body and reset your energy emotionally. So do check them out if that's helpful to you. The High Priestess is suggesting that you are going to be guided through this in no uncertain terms. The Epiphany is interesting. This came out in pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, I strongly recommend you check out that message. Now, Epiphany, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others. I actually think in this reading, this card is actually bringing you back to the fact that there is something that you are meant to be doing. Something that is meant to be that there is, it's like there's work to do. There's something that you're called to do, some area of your life that will benefit others as well as yourself. And at the moment, it's sort of getting put to one side because your mind is so bound up in some of these other sort of thinking patterns. Now, this is the card of success, which is wonderful. We have the card of the Lovers and we have the card of the Chariot. Wow. Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful unraveling of your story, pile 2. Okay, so look, get clear. There is something that you're meant to be focusing on, and it feels like there's real purpose to it. It's going to be very successful. I think if your life is out of balance in a work-life way, I think that maybe love will be coming to you as well. And the Chariot is suggesting that something can actually move forwards. You can overcome this really, really quite easily. Okay, it may not feel that it's easy. And like I said, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I get it. I know it. Thinking patterns. And, you know, if you've been in a position where you've had to kind of defend yourself or really, really look out for yourself, it's hard to relax, to turn, you know, the volume goes up and up and up and up, you know, through circumstances, and then turning it down is not easy. But you can do this. And I think you can do it very successfully. And I think quite quickly. I think that maybe there will be assistance coming in for you through people that you love, for some of you through partnership. But I do feel that love will be around you in a way that will enable you to turn down the volume. I almost feel like there's an opportunity to love again or trust again here in some way. Now, the focus in the reading is more to do with some element of work for you. I do feel that is the case. This is about career advancement again. But if you are worried about money, what you need will come to you. If you are worried about whether you can trust people, the right people will come to you. We're shown success here. So whatever you are working on, that really should be your top priority focus, but somehow you're struggling to maintain that focus because other stuff is going on, but a lot of that other stuff is fears and anxieties about whether you'll have enough to succeed, or whether the right people will come, or who can you trust, all of whatever your worries are about. This reading is saying that, look, this is primed for success. So put aside the worries, bring your focus to what you need, maintain a balanced life, but most importantly, a balanced mind, and the rest will follow. I think it's going to fall into place. Look ahead, not back. Maintain your focus, and then in the here and now, open yourself to receive guidance and to take action accordingly. I think everything is really, really going to fall into place for you. This is such a promising reading. But, you know, truly, pile 2, I get it. I really get it. I know what it's like to have stuff that you focus on that sort of, you know, gets to you, presses your buttons. And, you know, we're all human after all. But, of course, right now, we are moving into realms of higher consciousness where we're really learning to navigate the realms of our mind and indeed the realms of our emotions with much, much more awareness. And, you know, this is part of your journey right now. You are primed for success, pile 2. So put aside worry. Focus your intent and your prayers on what you want, not on what you don't want. And I think everything is going to honestly emerge pretty amazingly and fast for you. So that is your message from Archangel Michael today, pile 2. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. And don't forget to press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. I am setting up a new channel. It's not ready yet, but I'm doing it, you know, if you're watching this as I'm uploading it, then it's coming soon for my monthly all zodiac sign readings, but I'll let you know as soon as they're live. Just keep an eye out for announcements and I'll let you know in the readings here. And if you're watching this in a month or two's time or whenever, because these are timeless readings, then that may well be live. So, check out the homepage. There'll always be connections there for you to follow through and to find what you need to find. Pile 2, tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the Angel of Decisions, card number 8, and the Black Obsidian Snowflake Angel. I'm seeing this one, and this one, and this one for you. We're drawing from some Archangel Michael packs first. For your oracle cards, we have tarot cards as well. If you're interested in, these are definitely your 3 coming through. If you're interested in any of the cards, I always do list them below for you, beautiful souls. I am actually seeing it's this one, not those 2. Okay, what do we have for you, my beautiful pile 3? Third eye vision, reclaim your mind. Angel of Decisions. Gosh, this is very interesting. Look at the focus and the capacity for you to create something. Ideas coming through for you. Wow, okay. We have get your power back. I'm rather loving your reading, pile 3. There is so much energy here. Deeper insights are at hand. Make a decision, Angel of Decisions. Okay, so you have to make a decision here, or you are being invited to make a decision. At the end of the day, no reading will ever tell you what to do. You have conscious free will and choice. Okay, this is really, really interesting, though. I think this is a very, very, very specific choice. I don't think, for some of you it could be, of course, and we'll see how the reading unfolds. For some of you it could be very clearly about making a decision about something in your world, an external circumstance or an actual pragmatic choice. But I actually think for most of you this is an absolute choice about, it's like your personal direction, or taking back your power, or choosing to, I want to see it through your own lens and not through the lens of other people's perspectives. Deeper insights are at hand. Your home is protected by angels. Pay attention to your dreams and make a commitment. Okay. I feel as though there is, I don't know, I think you've given away your power, or you are giving away your power to the perspectives of other people, or somebody else has a different viewpoint. And we all do it, or certainly I do anyway. I can speak for myself. We can so easily, when someone presents a perspective, we can so easily almost adopt their perspective rather than hold our own. I think you are meant to hold your own. Look through your own lens. You've forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. Take back your power. I think this is making a commitment to your pathway, to the way you see things, to the things that you're shown. There will always be people who see things differently or have limited perspectives. And your perspectives, your vision is expanding exponentially, actually. But there are going to be people around you who just don't get it. They're not singing on the same page. They're not with you, because it's not because they don't want to be with you, but they haven't reached that level of consciousness. We're all on our own pathways at different ages and stages of awareness. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. I feel that you are being influenced by someone or a group of other people. And actually, you're being asked not to be influenced by them and to actually hold your own vision, your own pathway, and walk the pathway that is absolutely right for you, that is unfolding. Don't be swayed. Doesn't mean you have to go out and step into battle or anything like that. Just trust that what you are being shown is right. I know that's easier said than done sometimes, but I do feel your message is ever so clear. It's like, make a commitment to yourself here. Your home is protected by angels. Is there concern or fear within you, some of you, that somehow if you don't go along with something, you'll be, I don't know, in danger or particularly vulnerable in some way? Let's see what else we're shown. Let's draw some tarot cards. Archangel Michael, may we have further information and messages? I'm seeing these two. I'm seeing the one on the top and the one on the base. And I'm also seeing this one here. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Okay, Two of Coins. Have a balanced heart, I'm hearing, but also I just want to say, invest in yourself. You have this fabulous card of the Nine of Coins, followed by the Sultan, which is actually the card of the Emperor in a traditional pack. Then we have the World card. And then finally we have the Three of Swords. Okay. I think this is an invitation to end some element of heartache. Or maybe you're having to grieve. There's something really interesting going on around you. So a pathway is being actually unfolded for you. I mean, just look at the insights and awareness coming through for you here. Look at this third eye vision, deeper insights. Your pathway is literally being revealed to you. Okay. Now, whatever that is for you, it's very, very unique. It involves you stepping up into a position of kind of leadership. And I think it kind of challenges something of the perspectives of some of the people around you. And I think you're aware of that. You're right. It is challenging the perspectives. But don't give away your power. You know, your perspective is as valid as anyone else's. I'm going to say, if not more so. For some of you as well, I feel like there's an element of what I would call, I'm going to call it old school spirituality, okay? Let me explain what I mean by that. I don't mean it in a judgmental way. I mean it in a transformational way. I think there has been a very widely held perspective, or it's certainly something that I myself have come across in my own world, that somehow if you are a spiritual person, you know, almost as if you should live in lack, and as if you do charge for your services, if let's say you are, I don't know, let's say you're becoming a tarot reader, or you are, well, whatever you are doing, somehow as if you are charging for your time, there's something, it's not okay. That there's something here about you changing the horizons of your world through stepping up into something. And acknowledging, you know, actually, I deserve to do well from this. You know, it reminds me actually of a long time ago, and I'm going back a very long time ago, when I first started training as a counsellor, a psychotherapist, and so I am going back a long time. When I first did that training, if you're new to me, that was my mainstream career. I remember we had a psychiatrist she was an amazing woman, and she was attached to the counselling organisation that I was training with. And I never forget, she had been called to a court of law, actually, to give evidence or to give a professional opinion on something. And somebody challenged her and said, how can you justify charging this much money for an hour of your time to stand up in court and give this appraisal? And she was really clear. She said, you're not just, I'm not just charging you for that 1 hour. For starters, I've had to look into this case, and that has taken me X number of hours before coming up with my conclusion and my evaluation. But she said, what you are also paying for is, the years, the 6 years of my initial training, followed by the 10 years of further training whilst, whilst I was also in practice. And she kind of basically said, what you're paying for is all of this. This is what you're getting. It's not just... you're getting all of this. You're not just getting the bit that you see as an end product. And the fact that this is coming through, I think is relevant. Because I think you are bringing something forth that is based on, kind of with the world and with the Sultan, based on many years of experience. You're not just bringing something forth that you've just started. You're bringing something forth that is built on a really solid foundation of a lot of work and a lot of effort. But I feel as if somehow you're either feeling like you're in the line of criticism or or you feel that people will disagree with what you're doing, or that there would be a criticism. I mean, this is an angel that I think, interestingly enough, protects. There's an energy of protection with snowflake obsidian, with any obsidian. It also has a depth of learning, a depth of meaning. Whatever insights are opening up for you, whatever new ways of seeing, whatever deeper insights are coming to you, whatever ideas are arriving, you can do something with them, and they are arriving because of the work that you have done to get to be you now. This is really time to put aside a kind of any rejection around what people, or the concern about rejection around from the people around you. This is like really taking an ownership of who you are because you've done the work, you've done the journey. I do feel there is something around you that's like it's either been holding you back, you're either fearful of being criticised, or you are actually directly being criticised or judged for taking something forwards. But you're meant to take something forwards. This reading is saying make that decision, make that commitment to yourself. If you are getting a lot of dreams and you're finding them very deep, keep a dream journal, process those dreams. There are messages coming through for you that are trying to assist you in stepping up. Everything in your reading is about stepping up, owning your power, owning your right to do well from something that you are good at. But it's also expanding. There's more than just now. It's like getting an idea that you can run with. There's so much stuff in the world as well, I think. I certainly notice it. I mean, every time I open YouTube, and, I am a great supporter, actually, of YouTube. Here we are on this Moon Magic channel. I wouldn't be doing these readings, and these readings wouldn't be reaching you without, the wonderful YouTube. So I am a great, supporter of YouTube. But it is a mixed bag, and YouTube can't be in control of everything that's out there. There are so many things that pop up that are constantly, about, how to earn tons of money without doing any work. Kind of basically for it, get rich quick. You don't have to do anything, follow my course and, pay for my course, of course, as well, and you can do everything. You don't have to do without you doing any work. There's a ton of stuff, and it's all kind of the same in a way. It's all got the same ethos. Whereas you're a different kettle of fish, pile 3, because you do know what you're talking about in relationship to something, and actually you're being opened to greater insights, and you're being asked to really hold your own in something, own your power, own your experience, own what you can do, own who you are. Don't be deterred. And it is hurtful if people criticize and judge. Of course it is. Especially when they are close to you, perhaps in your home world. If somebody puts you down, or or you get a comment that is clearly unsupportive. But this is asking you to step up, not down, in every possible way. Let's draw some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot pack. The power feels very relevant to you. I'm seeing this card coming through, and this one, and this one. Interestingly, they're at the base of the pack. It's like, let's get to the base of the matter here. Now, I'm also seeing that card there. Let's just shuffle, because I do feel there are more for you. Yep, these and this one. Let's get additional information for you. Okay, we have the moon. Archangel Haniel, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears and grow stronger. Wow. We then have the page of Gabriel, energetic, brave, optimistic, follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Solutions, Archangel Zadkiel, wonderful. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, patience, forgiveness. Epiphany, Archangel Raziel. Gosh, these are all big major arcana cards coming through for you, many. Another page. We've got lots of pages here. How interesting. And then you come right back to square one. Angel of Decisions, you have the decision card. Okay, wow. This is one of those lovely moments, one of those, you couldn't write it moments, I think. Look at all the pages we've got here. So what I'm going to say with the pages, we've got page of Gabriel, page of Michael, page of Ariel. So, my lovely pile 3, something is in its infancy for you, or in its early stages. Now, it can really, really come to fruition. Everything in your reading is indicating that it can come to fruition. You are absolutely encouraged to step up into it. It's exciting. It's an opportunity. You feel passionate about it. Step into your own power. It doesn't matter what other people think. It's how you feel and what you want to do. You could have been offered a really, really exciting new career opportunity, and everyone is sort of saying to you, no, don't follow that, because that doesn't feel safe or secure, or it's not, that won't bring you in a steady income. There is something here that you are to step into. And it is your choice. It is your decision. But this card says, release yourself from that which holds you back. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. This says it all. Step into your own power, into your own empowerment. There is something here that can really, really flourish. It's really, really, it's an amazing opportunity for you. Stop worrying about it. I mean, there'll be ways forward. It's interesting you have the Epiphany card, which has actually come out in every reading, I think. Solutions will present themselves. There'll be a way of doing this. This is one of those sort of almost like art of manifestation, law of attraction type readings, where it's sort of saying, stop worrying about how you're going to do it, and just make a commitment to yourself that you're going to. Stop worrying about the hows, and trust that you'll be given the solutions. The epiphanies will come to you. You can make decisions and choices along the way. But this is absolutely saying commit. Commit to your pathway. Commit to the something that you actually know you want to do. There is something you know you want to do. Commit to it. There'll be a way of doing this. You'll be shown the way. Solutions will pop up out of nowhere. At the right moment, ideas will come to you. There has to be room in your mind for the idea to arrive. If you're listening to other people, this is one of those readings as well. Just hearing that when I said, if you're listening to other people, this is one of those moments when if you ask 10 different people what they think you should do, you'll get 10 different answers. The answer is number 11. It's the one that comes from you, not from the 10 different people. Everyone will give you their two penneth worth because they will tell you what they would do if they were in your situation. But this isn't their situation, it's yours. And it's your decision to make. Whatever this is about for you, pile 3, it's your choice, it's your decision. This is a real follow your heart, get out of your own way. Follow your heart. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Take back your power. And whether you do it quietly, you can go, "Dana, this is what I'm doing," if you wish, but you don't have to. I think with the Three of Swords, this is actually indicating that there is no need whatsoever to get into any form of conflict with anyone else. You don't have to. If you know there's somebody who really would strongly disagree with something that you've decided to pursue, I mean, let's say you've got a lovely, a steady day job and there's something you really want to pursue. Well, maybe it's not right for you to dive in headlong, but it will soon emerge. The way forward will emerge for you and you'll get to a point where you can. But the point is you don't have to tell the person who would strongly disagree with you pursuing it or doing anything towards it. You don't have to share your every move with them. In fact, you might make a very clear decision not to share what you're doing with them, but to carry on anyway. At some point, you might go, "Dana, this is what I'm doing now, isn't it amazing?" You don't have to go through the heartache of trying to negotiate with people who don't agree with what you're doing, or your idea, your epiphanies, you're being shown a pathway and it is absolutely right for you. Pile 3, your reading is so clear. Archangel Michael is seriously supporting you. I'm coming back to your dreams as well. I do think he will reveal solutions to you within your dreams. Write your dreams down, keep a dream journal, because I feel a lot of information will come through. This is a sort of a time to listen to yourself, your intuition, your gut feeling, and not the opinions of others who have their own perspectives based on themselves and not you. Your reading could not be clearer. I think, step up, not step down. It's your choice. But I think I think you know that there's something you want to do. And I think you have been grappling with it. Whatever it is that's going on in your world that somebody or a group of people or others don't entirely agree with, but you really want to do it, it's kind of that would suggest that that's the thing you should be doing. This is your reading, pile 3. I'm sending you all the love in the world, tons and tons of encouragement. Let me just make sure that camera is focused. I think it was anyway. I've been dabbling with new and different cameras, so I hope these are showing up in really good focus. I've been playing with the light as well to see whether the cards can be seen better. So anyway, I hope all is looking good for you. Beautiful souls, thank you for being here. If this is resonating with you, that is wonderful. Do come back and check out other readings if you're returning. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to. Be sure to catch every reading as soon as I post. And I'm setting up a new YouTube channel depending on when you come to this. It's where I'm going to put my monthly all zodiac sign readings. So if you come to this as I'm uploading it, then that's not quite there, but it will be very, very soon. And if you are coming to this in a month's time or 6 weeks' time or a year's time, then actually that will be in place. You can always check out the Moon Magic homepage and you'll see links there. We'll put links on the homepage as soon as the other channel is set up. And do check out the monthlies. Pile 3, tons of love. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all of your love and comments and sharing and everything that you do that supports the channel. Tons of love.